Hello crafty peeps, welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish-kristyn. Today it is time for a WIP and chatty rant. What is a WIP and chatty rant? You may be asking yourself. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress, and a chatty rant is me chatting and ranting about the goings-on over the past week or so. Today, my WIP is Nice Kitty, and this is by Raven Diamond Art. Let's see if I can show you a picture that's not going to do it justice, but that is what it looks like. This is one of their AB kits, and I am currently right here. I just realized I never straightened up my drills after I did them on camera. I'll fix those later. So that is what I'm working with. Canvas wise, it is a round drill canvas. And I have my Bees Crafty Corner release papers. I have my Care Bear and My Little Pony cover minder covering up Mushy's face. And I have the cat butt one covering up her horror hubby's face. That was a total accident, I swear. I am using my Dynamite Diamond Painting pens. These, I think it's Dynamite Diamonds. Oh, see, I think it's Diamond Shop. I'll put it below. I am liking these little pens. They are super lightweight. Obviously, I still have my Gems handmade pens on Etsy as well. But I wanted to show the difference because I got asked in my Facebook group about, like, here's a Diamond Art Club 12 placer. Honestly, I can't use this. I feel like I'm going to snap it in half. But somebody asked, how thick are these 3D printed multi-placers in comparison to the Diamond Art Club? So that is the Dynamite Diamond one. As you can see, it's pretty much the same thickness. And then this is one of the Bella Art Dana Cole Diamonds ones. And as you can see, it's pretty freaking thin. I think the Bella one is a tiny bit skinnier than this one, but honestly, I've not had any problems with either one of these. And then this is actually the full-size pen. This was the, I don't know, it's medium or mini, but as you can see, like, go by my hand, that's how big it is. And this is the curved multi-placer. I cannot get this to work for me. And it's just, I put my drills down straight, like flat down. So if you're, a rocker, this could work for you. It does not work for me. And that's okay. Not everything is going to work for everyone. I am using my OG Galactic Alien Putty. Honestly, this is all that's been working for me lately. I have not had good luck. I used, let me see if I can show you. I used some of the pink, and I got it all over in between my drills and like down here. It was a mess. I don't know if it's just, me or what, but it was not good. So I just was like, you know what? Go back to what you know, and I know the Galactic. But as you can see, I'm actually like, I've used barely any. Oh my gosh, get off my box. Get off my box. I've actually given some away too. So definitely one of my favorites. And I know on their Facebook page, there's like a poster that shows the different kinds and the different, firmnesses. But I feel like the Galactic is firmer than where they put it on their spectrum. Again, that's just me. That could just be the batch that I got. And then I am using my Flawa Designs tray on Etsy as well. So yeah, try to switch it up a little bit, spotlight different shops whenever possible. And then obviously, if you have not gotten your Halloween costume Pippy stickers, the link will be in the description box. You get all 4. I do not ask for money for them. And currently, if you filled it out in the last 2 weeks, I haven't filled it out yet, but it's on the to-do list for this week. It's been a dumpster fire week. We will talk about that. Using these square Tic Tacs. I have not taped them like people so helpfully recommended. Just been, life. And I was sitting here looking at these, right? And I'm going, what are these for? I forgot I kitted up some Halloween cat coasters. So I need to get on that. But before we do that, I have a box, and this box has been lurking around, and finally I feel like I'm brave enough to open it. And I was a little surprised that it didn't come with a bunch of murdery stickers all over it, but there still could be some murder inside. So this is from Mushy over at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. So let's do this. I wore my Care Bear sweater just to, you know, extra good vibes, right? Okay. And I kind of cut it, but apparently I didn't cut it enough. So let's hope I don't hurt myself in the process. Duncan already tried to steal this box by sitting on top of it. So let's see what she sent me. Some of you may already know what she sent me because she said that she shared some pictures with some of her like VIP members. So if you know, don't tell me. Well, I'll know. And this, oh, it's a card for Crafty-ish. Thanks, Mushy. So I will read that off camera. Oh, and here comes my little helper monkey. Look at him. He heard plastic. So we have some candy. Always appreciated. I am sure my children will try and steal that. And a cute little keychain. Well, I don't know if I would call this cute. A murdery keychain, Duncan. You want to see the murdery keychain? Yeah? No. He's like, get everything out of that box so I can steal the box. And we have some coasters. Oh, we have a video game coaster. Lovely, lovely. I know one of my children will love those. And eyeball ones. Look at those. They're watching you. They kind of look like boobs. Yeah, I said it. Oh, and a horrifying, creepy clown. Well, that's just great. I'm going to put that next to my bed so it can watch me. I am surprised she worked on this because of all of that pink. Wow. I hope it tortured you while you worked on it. And we have even more candy. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And then a Dr. Pepper hat. And it's pink. All right. I was expecting some scarier things, I gotta say. It says, my blood type is Dr. Pepper. Yes, yes it is. And I am actually drinking a Dr. Pepper coconut because it's been a weekend. I was wondering why it was so crunchy because there's a thing to keep it safe. I love the pink hat. I cannot believe she purchased pink. I bet it killed her inside. And some murder earrings. Look at their little butcher knives. Oh my gosh. Love. Super cute. And my earring holes actually still work. Shockingly, I tried them the other day and I was like, dang, I haven't worn earrings in years and they still work. Here's a little murder clown. I'm sensing a theme here. Duncan, I don't think you're brave enough for this clown. I don't think you are. And some stickers. Oh, we have the cart goblin. Oh, and now I have some sexy pictures of Sundown and Leah. If you know, you know. And then we have a little crock charm. My daughter will steal that. And a little Starbucks water bottle cover upper straw thingy mabobber. Love, love, love. And we have some socks. Oh, look at those socks. Very, okay, come on, work, lady, work. We have some, oh, they're Anne of Green Gables. That's what it says. Oh, those are so cute. They're so cute. I'm so confused. Is there arsenic in some of this stuff? Is she just secretly trying to poison me, Duncan? I think she might be. Those are so cute. And they feel really nice too. And we have a headband. Always need a headband. Would you like to wear it? Would you like to wear it? No. Ooh, we have some rubber stamps. My daughter will steal these. She takes a lot of my stuff, honestly. And some more. Oh, those are cute. You build your own monster. What? Oh my goodness. Look at all these little bags. Look at all these tiny little bags. Even more candy. I'm going to have a giant mess to clean up. Even more candy. Oh, Reese's. Nice. We have some Kit Kats. Oh my gosh. We have even more candy. What are these? Choose Me. Tangy turtle gummies. Oh, my daughter loves the gummies. She will steal those. She will steal those. And I knew there was a t-shirt coming. I did know that. Let's see. It is very pink, Duncan. It's very pink. You want to see? Let's see if I can not make a giant mess with all this. Half human, half Dr. Pepper. Yes. I am feeling that way right now, honestly. Ooh, and it's soft too. And it even has a pink straw. My gosh. I'm pretty sure wherever you were buying this stuff from, it got super confused with all of the pink. And we have a blood-stained bag, and we have some blood tissue paper. Love. I'm going to definitely repurpose that because I love repurposing stuff. Well, thank you so much, Mushy. I didn't know you were so soft and cuddly and squishy. I mean, there were some murdery things, like this clown. This clown terrifies me, honestly. And that guy, too. They're evil. So I am going to get cleaned up, zoom in, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let me grab a color. What color can I see? What is jumping out at me? I'm going to say the J's. So before I forget, I hope everybody is doing as well as you can be. If you were affected by the storms and all of the destruction, I hope you are recuperating. And yeah, I cannot even imagine. Like, we've never lived anywhere where there's storms or anything like that. I guess the only things we really have to worry about here in Washington is earthquakes and like Mount St. Helens or Mount Rainier blowing up, which some people would be like, oh heck no, that's a no for me. But that seems less scary than like a hurricane or a tropical storm or a tornado or those things. But you know, we all choose where we live, and you got to deal with something. Okay, put that there. All right. Find the next color. So, diamond painting updates. I finished this row, I guess you would say. And I can't really remember if I worked on it last week. I probably did, just to finish the row. And then I did a row on the Enablers Outpost kit. And they did send me, I got my replacement diamonds. So I did get those areas filled in, because that was making it hard, honestly, because they were just in my way and the papers were sliding all over. So I did get replacement diamonds. I got all those sections filled out. I finished the row I think that I was on, and then I am working on another row because that one is 60 by 80. And I would like to try to finish it, you know, this month, if at all possible. Just so I'm not carrying Halloween over into November. If I do, it's fine. I don't have a problem with one WIP going into a month. You know, I know some people, like, they cannot do it. Totally understand. For me, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to stress myself out trying to work around the clock, because I know myself well enough to know that would not end well. I got my diamonds. I did a row or two on that. Excuse me. I did get the Five Nights at Freddy's canvas that I ordered from not the last Raven Diamond art, but the one before that. And it is very, very pink and black. So I think I may save that and work on that for the event in January. And it is a round, so it will go well with the custom painting that I had made for the event. And then I did order a Christmas kit from Bella Art Diamonds. It is, I think that one's around 2. I know, who am I? Working on all these round paintings. I'm actually not minding them as much. Just because I ordered the Bella kit because I just didn't know about the one that I ordered previously, and I may work on it. I don't know. We'll see. But I have one kit that I can work on for Christmas, and if I need another, well, then I can order something, right? I do have 2, I think I have 2 Christmas kits in my stash. So we will see. And I may just not want to work on a bunch of Christmas stuff. I don't know, man. I still have the Last Supper. So I'm hoping to kind of work on that in November. In between, after I finish the Enablers Outpost, the big 60 by 80 square. Ow, I just put my hand down on the glue. And then I have the Mystical Dream Diamonds canvases. They finally left Jamaica, New York. Woohoos. Thank goodness. I get so nervous when stuff goes there because sometimes they don't go where they need to go. Now it is in Illinois. So if you live in Illinois, thoughts and prayers for my diamond paintings that they make it to me, because they have been out since September 23rd. That's when they arrived in Jamaica, not the fun Jamaica, Jamaica, New York. And then I think it was the 10th or the 11th they finally left that location. And I'm not faulting the company. Like, they have absolutely no control over shipping. So I am not saying that. And then there is an event that they are, I think, hosting or being part of. And that's for one of the artists that I ordered the kit from as well. So you can check out their Facebook page. And the kit I got is not really a Christmas kit, but I like colors. So I need all the happy, 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 happy colors I can get. And I had a little trouble with, well, I was blaming YouTube, okay? I was blaming YouTube. However, I think it may have actually been my fault. So if you were trying to watch any of my newest video on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, you would have seen the confusion, and yeah, was not really what I want to deal with. But what happened was I had filmed a cross-stitch conversion video. I filmed it last week. I think I actually filmed it on Monday, and I edited and I had it scheduled to go up on Friday. And I got this weird message on my computer, and it said that my storage on my computer was almost full, which is very confusing because I have a terabyte of storage on my computer. And I didn't think I had that much on it. And so I was like, well, that's weird. And so I went through and I deleted a bunch of video files, and it did not move the storage thingy-mabobber. And so I went to the advanced settings, and it was saying I had, how much? I had like 700, is it megabytes or gigabytes that are bigger? I don't know. Whichever one it was, it said I had 700 of those of documents. And, I'm like, then they're thinking, documents? Now, I do have some lengthy documents on my computer. Okay, I do. Like, I have some books that I've written, and you save like every single version known to mankind. But 700, I think it's megabytes or whatever of, I'm like, no. And I'm like, but what's a document? Well, after using, the internet, I discovered that iMovie, which is what I use to edit my videos with, those files counts as documents. And I thought, oh, so every single movie that every video that I've made for my channel, which I think it's like 200, almost 250 now, are saved in iMovie. That makes sense. I had gone through and deleted the original files, but apparently they're still, live on in iMovie. So I went through and I deleted them, and I didn't really back them up because I'm like, what am I going to do with this, right? Like buy a bunch of storage things to store them? I just, no. But the number didn't go down. I was so confused because I'm like, I just deleted, 200 plus videos. Well, after some more digging on the internet, I discovered that iMovie also saves all of the media that you use in your videos in a separate folder. They don't make it easy for you to know that. So again, digging, find the magical folders. And I think it was called events or something. It wasn't the library. I think it said events. So I had to physically go through and delete all of this other stuff. And, makes me a little nervous to delete some of this stuff. But the computer storage thing went down to, it says I have like 350 gigabyte, megabyte thingies, a total out of 1 terabyte. And I was like, well, there you go. So I think what happened, looping back to the original reason we're talking about computer storage, I think what happened was that there was not enough room on my computer to save the 58-minute video. So it only saved it up to 32 minutes, which I blamed YouTube because, I filmed the video. I remember editing the entire video. But then when I tried to re-upload the video a second time, it was still the same length of video at 32 minutes. That's when I clicked on the original file and saw that, yes, indeed, it was only 32 minutes. So I had to go back in iMovie, re-export, and then re-upload for the third time. And if it didn't work after the third time, well then that video did not need to see the light of day. But luckily it did work. So if you commented on 1, 2, or 3 of those videos, thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Now I'm like, I don't have time for this garbage. I really don't. It's just, so yeah. But I do think I will be trying to work on the cross stitch conversion a little bit more. Okay, where that is that. Yes, that's that. Okay. Because I'm not going on a no buy per se, but I'm going to go on a, I don't know how I would word it, a emergency buy. Like if there's something that I really want, then I'm gonna buy it. But I kind of need to be a little bit responsible for the time being. Because my husband's company announced that they could be doing some potential layoffs. And while it's not a guaranteed that, okay, is that the right symbol? No, that's, okay, that and that are 2 different things, but they look very similar. They announced that they are probably going to be doing some layoffs in the upcoming months. And there is no guarantee to know where they're going to be doing layoffs, who they're going to be doing layoffs for. So he said, could you just kind of, tamp the spending down just for right now? And I said, yeah, that seems like a good idea, because as much as I would love to buy one of everything, do I need to? No. No, I do not. So it will be a very firm, it's a firm no buy. Not like a, no buy, but just a moderate to severe no buy. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we have money saved if something happens, and we will not be on the street if something happens. I'm not worried about that, you know, but it is right before the holidays, which is not ideal. But again, sometimes we don't know why things happen or what the plans are. And so for right now, we're just kind of waiting and seeing. It is what it is. But it did say global, so I'm hoping that it's not just our area and that it's, you know, maybe spread out. He's more concerned because he's one of the newer managers. But, you know, again, you never know. They could do, you know, companies sometimes do things where they offer people who are close to retirement, you know, hey, you know, want some severance and, you know, get out of here, etc. You never know. And I have no job. I do not work anywhere. I have very little experience with corporate type worlds. So I'm just going to stay in my lane and do what I have to do to keep the family morale up and to try not to, you know, try to help people who might be feeling anxious or worried about anything. So that's all I can do. Come on, go down. So, yeah, that was kind of like, oh, that's not how I want to start my weekend. But I did, speaking of buying things, I bought this before. I ordered some sugar-free coconut syrup from Amazon, and I put it in some Dr. Pepper, and it tasted very, very, very much like the creamy coconut Dr. Pepper. I was extremely pleased because, and I forget, I'm sorry who mentioned it on my Facebook group page, that to try from, what was it, Sonic or something, to have them do some kind of flavor combination. And I thought, because, you know, I don't know if anybody's seen this. I am not on TikTok because TikTok makes my anxiety high with just the fast-paced video flipping. I can't do it. But I've seen things with the, what do they call it, water talk, where people are making these elaborate water concoctions, I guess you would say. You know, with different sugar-free syrups and flavor pouches and just, yeah. And I remembered seeing people using, you know, sugar-free flavor things. Oh, I'm moving things around. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. My weight is not holding this down very nicely. And I was like, I wonder if I could buy a coconut syrup and then put it in my Dr. Pepper to make creamy coconut for when I inevitably run out of creamy coconut. Because if I'm drinking that on the stressful days, my 2 boxes that I have are going to be gone in no time. And I'm happy to report that it tasted, I mean, and I wasn't really sure how much to put in, so I didn't put that much in, but it was good. So if you are curious about the creamy coconut Dr. Pepper and never found it, sugar-free syrup. I mean, if you don't like sugar-free and you want sugar syrup, I'm sure you could find sugar syrup too. But I try to go for the sugar-free because I am short, and if I have a little too much sugar, then I start to look like Winnie the Pooh. And I don't need to look like Winnie the Pooh. While he is cute. Just, you know, the body shape is not good on a short person. Unless you're a cartoon bear. Along with the one event in November, I think it's November, December too. Jack over at Diamond Painting with Jack is doing a Hello Kitty paint along. And I have a kit. I think it's Pachaco. I think it's the dog or the... Well, no. I think I may have the bunny. I may have cinnamon roll. You know what I mean. If you don't, well, sorry. I think I have the bunny. a little special crystal kit that I got. So I'm going to work on that as a little, you know, small project as well. That will be nice. So we decided because we always go to the pumpkin patch, right? Funny thing is, we didn't actually need pumpkins because my in-laws grew some pumpkins in their garden this year. And so we got these giant pumpkins for free. Yay! Saving money. But, you know, mainly my daughter likes to go. Son, getting a little old for some of that stuff. But he's a good sport. He's a good brother. He goes and he does the stuff with her. And I bought the tickets online because if you buy them online, you save money. Not that much, but you do save some. So I'm looking at the prices and I'm like, oh my gosh. And this is one we've not ever been to. But they make it look so cool. Like there's all these amazing activities, but then you get there and one of the activities is, you know, like, what do you call it? Like a piece of plywood that has like a kind of like a maze that you trace with your finger on. That counts as an activity. It was cool, but it was a little warm this weekend. It was 70 degrees when we were there. And we did not dress for 70-degree weather. We dressed, you know, for fall, kind of cold pumpkin patch weather. You know, everybody was very, very warm. But it just, I'm like, I'm not doing this again. Number one, it's super crowded. I'm like, where are all these people come from? Where are they coming from? Because I don't know where they're from, but there are too many people in this tiny little country town. And I was overwhelmed the second we walked in, you know, but I'm trying to hold it together, just like smiling, you know, for the kids. But inside my brain is like, oh my gosh, how soon can we leave? So I ordered the tickets online and it's asking me if I want to add on all this extra stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go into the haunted woods. Well, that's at night anyways. That's an extra $20. And, you know, do you want to add on this thing so you can launch apples at the apple blaster and do these gel things and do this paintball thing? And I'm like, no, because what if I get there and it looks lame and I'm mad that I, you know, spent the money. So we didn't buy any of the extra stuff. And, you know, you're saving money by ordering online, but then you still have to pay a online ticket fee. Okay. And then at the end, which I just thought was hilarious, there's a little thing that says, do you want to get insurance for your purchase? So in case something happens and you can't come, you can get a refund. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. And so you either have to check the box that says, you know, yes, I want to pay $12.49 to protect my thing. Or, no, I acknowledge that, you know, I'm willing to lose. And then it says the amount that I spent, which was just way too freaking much. You know, I'm willing to risk losing blah, blah, blah and not spend this to insure my thing. And I'm like, that's a little passive aggressive, don't you think? Like, making me sit there and go, oh, gee, am I willing to lose this money? You know, like you're questioning it. And then I'm like, I don't want to spend an extra $12 for insurance. So we rolled the dice and we did not get the insurance. So thank goodness we were able to go. And, you know, my daughter, I swear, she's like both my kids are a walking accident, I swear. Son got like hit in the man parts at school. They were playing soccer last week. She fell off of a swing and like landed on her back. I'm like, could you people just freaking stop getting injured, please? And so I was a little concerned because some of the stuff at this pumpkin patch was, you know, jumping and going on things. And she's like, you know, all leading up to it. Oh, my back hurts. My back hurts. As soon as we get to the pumpkin patch, oh no, it doesn't hurt at all. And I'm like, are you just messing with me? Or were you messing with me before when you said your back hurts? So I'm like, okay, let's just, you know, take it easy. Take it easy. Let's not do this. Well, we go on the zip line and she's like, I want to go on the zip line. And I'm like, okay, but you said your back hurt. No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. So then she goes on the zip line. She wants to go on this jumpy type thing. And I'm like, I don't know about the jumpy thing. That looks like that could really, you know, move things around and hurt. And so I'm like, why don't we go and do the corn maze first, right? Let's do the corn maze. Which I don't know why I torture myself with the corn maze. Our family does not work together. Like some families, you know, and I'm not saying like anybody's family is bad, wrong, blah, blah, blah. Just not in the mood for that. But, you know, some families can see a problem and they can work together. We just argue. And people, like something like a corn maze where we need to make a decision and agree on the decision. No, I don't even try. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just walking around. I'm just listening to everybody, you know, complain and, no, you never listen to me. This is my way. And, oh my gosh, we're going to be lost forever. Just, ugh. So even though we took a picture of the map, seemingly that didn't work. And the children were saying that there was indeed a proper exit. And we were going, and then we ended up getting back to almost the beginning part where we came in. They wanted to find the exit. I'm like, okay, but you know, it's getting warm and it's getting peoply, and not everybody is courteous and, you know, tries to, you know, teach their children not to just run into people and to step on their feet and just basically shove past them. I don't understand that. So my husband's getting a little pissy because, number one, you know, he's mentally done being in this pumpkin patch and in this corn maze, and nobody can figure out where they are, and you're just walking around in circles, and then you have one kid like saying they're hungry and the other kid saying they're dying of thirst, but they still want to find the exit. So finally we're like, nope, we're going back this way because we know that's where the entrance is. We're getting out of it. And there's 2 parts to the corn maze. And they're like, are we going to go through the second part? And I'm like, there is no effing way I am going into the second part of the corn maze because that is the bigger section. No. No, thank you. And so we were, oh my gosh, so we're in the corn maze. And it's, you know, it's not, I'm not claustrophobic. It is a little scary that you can't really see where you are and you twist and you turn. But one thing, and I'm not trying to offend anybody if you use any of the stuff I'm about to mention, but I get really sensitive with random weird smells. And one thing that I cannot do is cologne, perfume, and laundry detergent. If you use like the scent beads and the flowery laundry detergent and you walk past me, I will almost gag at the smell. And I don't know why. I think it's because when my husband and I first got married, you know, when I never lived on my own, I bought all the super flowery, scented, fun things, you know. I'm like, heck yeah. And he had like sensitive skin and it would make him break out in a rash. So I had to start buying unscented things because his skin would just get bright red and, you know, I mean, because it's full of chemicals. I mean, good God. I've done a lot of research on chemicals and stuff over the years, and I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be putting that on my body. But again, if you do it, I'm not throwing shade. This is just my feelings. So laundry detergent is one of those things that I can tell if you use any kind of scented laundry detergent. If you walk past me, I can just tell. And there was a guy, and he walked by us a few times, and oh my gosh, he wasn't even near us, and I smelt him coming through the corn. And I was like, oh my gosh. He walked past, and I was like, did he literally bathe in it? I just, oh. And I mean, my eyes got huge, and my husband was like, oh my God. And because he's sensitive to it too, because we don't use it. Oops, throw him a pen. And this guy kept walking past us, and I was like, and it was starting to give me a headache. And we are out in the open. You know, we are not inside of a building with recycled air. We are in the farm, and it was overpowering the smell of like the cow manure. That's how strong it was. So yeah, I was like, I cannot continue in this corn maze if people with laundry detergent smell is gonna come by me. So we got out. We escaped. We found our way out through the entrance. I didn't care. So, you know, daughter was dying of thirst. Dying. I mean, I'm pretty sure she probably, you know, would have passed out if we hadn't got her water, because she was just, you know, that not malnutritioned, but, you know, yeah. Like, okay. And then she kept wanting to stop and do things as we're walking to the area. And I'm like, no, sweetie. No, sassy lassie. You needed water. We are stopping what we're doing. We are getting you water. So we get up to this little stand, and they have coffee and, you know, not mixed drinks. It's not that kind of pumpkin patch. They have, you know, coffee and stuff like that. And I was like, I am not paying $7 for a tall coffee. Absolutely freaking not. And then the kids are like, oh, they have lemonade. It was $8 for a cup of lemonade. And I was like, I looked at my kids and I'm like, you really think I'm going to buy that? You really think I'm going to buy that after the corn maze fiasco? Like, even if the corn maze would have gone smoothly, I'm not going to spend $8 on a glass of lemonade. And then I have to buy 2 glasses of lemonade. Like, no. But I'm like, I do not care. That is a ripoff. I already paid over $100 for us to get in here, and I am not getting over $100 worth of enjoyment right now. So, if anything, they should be paying me to come here. But we did go out for pizza afterwards, and that was worth it. I mean, for the price of 3 sodas at the pizza place, because my daughter's meal came with a free drink, I could have gotten a glass of lemonade. No, thank you. With no free refills. And no magical, you know, soda machine that you can get like all the different flavors and stuff with. So yeah, no, thank you. They had this jumpy thing, and I forget what it was called. It's not a jumpy house, but it's like this big jumpy inflatable thing that's on the ground. And I was trying to tell her, you know, if you go on that, your back is going to hurt because you're jumping. And no, it doesn't hurt. It's fine. Like, fine. Because she's stubborn. She's not going to listen to me. She's literally going to sit there and argue with me. And I was like, fine. Don't complain if it hurts. Do not complain. So they go on it. And the teenager running it, I swear, that was where my husband's like, we're leaving, because he let them on it. And there were already kids on this jumpy mabobber thing. And not even 5 minutes later, he blows a whistle and has all the kids get off. And we're like, what? You know, some of these kids were on this thing for like 10 minutes beforehand. And everybody had to get off. And we were like, can they just get back on? They literally just got on this thing. And he's like, no, everyone has to get off. You can get back in line. I'm like, and so that's when my husband was like, why does this place let teenagers? I'm like, oh dear. Yeah. So I was like, okay, kids, time to go away from this area because Daddy's getting a little heated. So yeah, that was our signal that it was probably time to pack up and go. So, but we didn't get pumpkins, which was fine because, again, like I said, we already had pumpkins, so that was nice. I think they said the pumpkins were 50 cents a pound. I don't know if that's good or bad, honestly. I really don't, because I don't pay attention to the prices of pumpkins on the pumpkin market, you know? I have no idea. All I knew is that I was saving myself a little bit of money. Oh, so we went to this little, you know, the area that costs more money. And there was the gel blaster thing. you basically just shoot those water beads at each other. And I was like, I don't think so. I'm not paying for that. And then there was a paintball area where you can shoot paintballs at, what do you call it? Like targets and stuff. Like you weren't shooting people with paintballs. You were shooting things with paintballs. And so I was like, no, that might be, you know, that might be better. Yeah. A cup, a plastic cup, you know, like maybe like a Starbucks grande cup, let's say. Was $20 for a cup full of paintballs. And I think it said it was 1,000 paintballs. You know how long 1,000 paintballs lasted my son? Probably less than 3 minutes. Daughter, maybe 5. Because she was being a little more meticulous with her aim. And they're like, can we do more? And I was like, no. Absolutely not. Okay, I put that back somewhere wrong. I put something back in my... I don't know. I put, oh, oops. You can't even see what I'm doing, but I put the 3 in the wrong spot. The horrors of it all. Yeah, so I think next year that I may just offer both children, like, hey, how about $40? Can I give you $40 and we just will go and buy pumpkins somewhere without like all the fancy schmancy stuff where I don't got to drive for, you know, 45 minutes and park in a big weird field and have people run into me and, you know, just how about I give you $40? I know my son will be up for that. He will be like, absolutely, because he was mad. He had to get up in the morning on a Saturday. Although the daughter was too, but he was more so frustrated by the having to get up. And I feel it too. I don't want to get up and go somewhere crowded on a Saturday morning. No, thank you. Crowds are not my thing. Yes, we did have a... and again, I'm not trying to like call anybody out, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I have to like a warning scrolling at the bottom of the video. Like, not picking on anyone, but there was this area. We first got there and it's like this, I don't know, it's like a cave? I don't know, it's this weird box type thing where they have a bunch of holes in it and the kids can crawl through holes and kind of come up and then go around a corner, and it's not like an obstacle course. I don't know what it is. Well, my son wanted to go in it and we were like, you might be too big. But he wanted to try. He's almost too tall. That's his problem. It said under 5'10" and under 180 pounds. So he's not 180 pounds, that's for sure. But he is 5'6". And he had a hard time getting through that. I was a little concerned that he was going to get stuck. So we're waiting for the kids to come out of this thing. And this mom is there and her daughter comes out and she's, you know, and I'm just going to make up a name. I'm not calling, you know, I'm not going to use the girl's real name, but it was something like, let's just say Daisy. She's like, Daisy, we need to go. And Daisy, if my kids talk to me like that in public, there would be some consequences. I wouldn't care how much money I spent on the pumpkin patch. We would be getting in the car. Daisy decided that, she did not want to go. She wanted to go back in the cave thing. And Mom is saying, no, our friends are here. You need to come. And Mom is being very patient. I wish I sounded that patient in public or ever, because I'm not. And Daisy's like, no, I'm not going. And Mom's trying to like kind of grab her shoulder and she's pulling away. And the death look that this girl gave her mom, I was like, oh my gosh, if I would have ever looked at my mom or my dad like that as a kid, I mean, I never got spanked, but like things would be taken away. Punishments would have been given easily. And the mom's like, we need to go. And she's like, no, I'm not doing what you tell me to do. And my husband and I are just sitting there like watching, you know, we had sunglasses on. So we're like covertly watching, fascinated. I mean, I'm just like, and this little girl, I realized she's got a rock in her hand. Like, she is death gripping this rock. And I'm like, she's like, I'm going back in. And I'm like, could you not go into the area where my children are with that rock and your shite attitude, please? Like, yikes. And so the mom's like, no, blah, blah, blah's here. And this little girl, like, Daisy just was like, apparently Daisy runs the show. And my husband's like, absolutely freaking not. And I was like, trust me, that, no. But then I'm like, okay, I really hope she's not going in there and, like, I mean, why does she need to have the rock in the cave thing? I don't understand. Then I'm like trying to look through these little slats, trying to see where my kids are. Like, are they in Daisy's warpath? Because now Daisy's pissed. I can hear her just like yelling inside this cave thing at, you know, how mean her mom is and how dumb her mom is. I'm just like, and so my daughter, she comes out finally and she's like, that little girl was pissed. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, you ever talk to us the way that little girl talked to her mom, and we will be having words. That is for sure. So my husband goes, there you go, gentle parenting. You know, and I don't know the term, I don't know the exact definition of gentle parenting or anything like that. And I'm not saying gentle parenting is bad, but yeah, no. Like, no. We're not playing that game in this house. I'll tell you that right now. I feel like everybody has the ability to have their own opinions in the family, but when you start getting disrespectful, then that's when things are gonna not be the best. So, anywho's, that was the pumpkin patch. Like, nope, I don't want to do this next year. Please. Please and thank you. No, thank you. Oh my gosh, then there was this lady. We were at the zip line, right? And there's like 6 stalls. So there's 6 different zip lines. And there are no employees anywhere at this magical pumpkin patch that costs, you know, $100-something for 4 people to get in. Like, no. And so it's kind of a free-for-all in a way, right? But we stand in lines because we're civilized human beings for the most part. And so, you know, my kids are like, well, where do we stand? And I'm like, I think you go right here. And I'm like, I don't know. Doesn't look like there's just one individual line, or there's not individual lines for the different zip line thingies. I don't know. And this lady, this mom, and she probably had like maybe like a toddler. And she goes, yes, there is a line, and the line is right here. And I said, okay, cool. We are in line. And I said, okay. And the littler kids, like I think it said under 50 pounds or something, they were only supposed to go on one particular zip line, okay? And I was like, yeah, well, you're going on that one, right? So we can go to those ones over there. We are in line. And I'm like, okay, we're not going on the toddler zip line. My kids aren't toddlers. And the look she gave me, I'm like, dude, I am overstimulated right now. Do not cross me. So my kids go on the zip line, and, you know, and it says, you know, maximum 3 times if there's a line. So, you know, other people can go. And it's not a very big zip line. It's not like you're going up to the top of a mountain or anything like that. Oh, no, no. And so there was another little kid that got in line. Another, you know, toddler, under 50 pounder. And, you know, they were about to go on one of the bigger ones. And I said to the mom, I said, I think they're supposed to only go on that one over there because it's lower to the ground. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Well, entitled mom, who, you know, wanted me to know she was in line, she just kept letting her kid go on the zip line over and over and over, way more than 3 times. And, you know, this poor little other kid who was waiting in line, you know, he doesn't know. He wants to go on the zip line, and he sees all these empty zip lines, but he's not supposed to go on those. And so I said to the lady, I said, I think that lady's turn is over, because she's been on there quite a few times. So she was like, the dad's like, I got it. And so the dad goes over there, and he's like, you know, I think it's our turn now. And she goes, excuse me? And the dad's like, you've gone on it like 7 times. And the little girl who, with the entitled mom, she started like freaking out. Mom, I don't want to get off. And she's like, you don't have to get off, sweetie. I'm like, what is wrong with people? Like, where is the common courtesy? Like, people are just not teaching their children like manners and respect. I mean, my kid went on it twice and he saw that someone else was waiting in line, even though he could have gone a 3rd time. He got off and he was like, yeah, no, go ahead, dude. You're fine. Like, I just, ugh. And I'm like, our society is screwed if that is going to be what the next generation is. You think those kids are going to take care of their parents when they get old? Psh, only if there's something in it for them. So, but that's just me. And I'm also a little jaded just because it was a very anxiety-filled week. And I did watch the, what is it called? The Netflix series, the Menendez one. Yeah, no, that just like, I'm like, talk about entitlement and like parents, and I don't even know what to think anymore about after watching that, because it's like which avenue is true, So that's a whole nother topic. But yeah. So yeah. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful weekend, I guess, besides the pumpkin patch and going for pizza, and went to church and got some, I did 4 loads of laundry. Yeah, go me. I mean, I didn't put 4 loads of laundry away, but I did 4 loads of laundry. It still counts. It's still impressive. Okay, why is that not, oh, I have too many on there. That figures. Washed sheets and blankets. Got some stuff put away. So yeah. That is it. Hopefully I got the video issue solved, so that won't come up again. I guess when I upload a video, I'm gonna have to check the runtime. I never really thought to do that, honestly, because I just assumed if I'm saving it, it's going to save properly. Silly me. I should know better. But the kitties are kitties. They were playing with a box. It was a few nights ago, I think, and it had, you get something delivered and it's kind of wrapped in paper to keep it from shifting around. I couldn't figure out what they were doing down here, and I just kept hearing this really loud rustling noise. And then when I got up and the paper was shredded all over, I realized, oh, they were playing in the paper. So I made sure to pick that up before bedtime the next day, because it was kind of waking me up and I was getting a little frustrated. I'm like, what is that noise? It wasn't annoying enough to actually get out of bed to check, because I didn't think they were, I didn't think anybody was breaking in, or I didn't think they were ruining anything. Well, I always think they're potentially ruining things, but so yeah. But I think that is about it for, I think, today. Let me do this. I've got to straighten these drills up. That's the one thing about round drills. I am so bad and so impatient that they get all crooked, like around here I can just see. But I'll fix it. I'll fix it later. So let me kind of try and zoom out a little bit. So that is what we have accomplished. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you again to Miss Mushy Mush over at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for my box of not as murdery things as I thought it would be. Yeah, maybe more is coming at a different time. She's trying to soften me up, or maybe she's going soft. If you have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys.